Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and solar alignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about how you're creating your assumptions. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you can definitely check out my coaching options. They are all in the description below. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon in order to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. When it comes to assumptions, a lot of the time people say, I did not assume this, so then how did I manifest it? This usually applies to undesired circumstances. So you say, well, I don't see how I assumed this. I did not have this assumption in my mind. So why is it that this happened? You have to understand that assumptions come at 3 levels. So there's the assumptions you have around yourself and why or why not you can't have your desire. Then there's the assumptions you have around other people. And then you have assumptions around circumstances in general. So essentially how you view the world, these ideas that you're choosing to uphold, they kind of do come into play together. So looking at assumptions about circumstances in general, these assumptions usually are ideas that are upheld by a lot of people and you're choosing to participate in them. So these could be that you have to work really hard to make a lot of money, or it could be about gender stereotypes. So all men cheat or all women want a rich husband. I apologize for these gender stereotypes. I don't believe them, but I'm just sharing what people often do uphold. There's also the idea that as you grow older, you're gonna have more health problems. You might also have the assumption that love is hard, or that you have to compromise, or that it's not easy to find love, or that relationships don't last. These days, this is also an assumption. So you get the drift. You have these overall assumptions that you are upholding in terms of circumstances in general. So when it comes then down to you, to your personal life, you may be indirectly upholding these and it applies to your personal life. And even though you say, no, I didn't have an assumption that my relationship was going to end, you may be upholding that subconscious assumption that relationships these days don't last. So it's not a direct thing that you may be conscious of. The thing about assumptions is they are not hard to change. The thing you need to do, however, is be conscious of what that story is. Essentially, you don't even need to be conscious of what that story is. Just claim that new story. But then sometimes you have that sticky point and you're just bringing it to your conscious awareness helps you release it. And I spoke about how to release assumptions in another video. I will link it above. You don't have to do any hard work to release the assumption. You just need to notice that this is an assumption you're upholding. So you're going to say, Mona, well, then how do you change it? You just tell that new story. You just claim the new story that you want. You just choose that other story, that other assumption. And when you choose it, you will start seeing the evidence of it. You don't have to convince yourself. It's just you have to stop your conscious mind from trying to block it. That's all. And you just transcend that. So it's not hard work to change that story. You just need to see sometimes that I am upholding that story. Sometimes it also comes from your past experiences because your conscious mind, your conscious physical mind is always looking to the past. It's always saying, well, that's what happened in the past, and so this is going to happen again in the future. That's not true. You are the one, the operant power, and in your power, you always have the ability to claim something new, regardless of what you have experienced in the past, regardless. You switch it and you stop identifying with that story by claiming that new story. You allow the old story to dissolve by claiming the new story. You claim it and you stick with it, and you don't care that that was your past. You have the ability to change in every moment. You have that ability to claim a new story and manifest that, those new assumptions. So the circumstances in general, assumptions often impact the other two, which we said self-concept, the assumptions you have about yourself, as well as the assumptions you have around other people. So when you meet someone, you meet a partner, a potential partner, and you have that assumption in the back of your mind that all men cheat or all women want a rich husband, you're kind of taking them to be innocent until they prove themselves guilty. You're probably not expecting it, but subconsciously you're worried maybe that will manifest. So again, here it's impacting the way they show up. Also, the assumptions you have about someone else are also impacted by your assumptions about yourself, the kind of people you manifest into your life. So if you believe that you always manifest partners who are going to be codependent, you may manifest people who show up that way. If you believe that you're always cheated on, you may manifest people who cheat on you. So again, there's a story going on around the kind of people that you manifest into your life. You may also have assumptions about yourself in general, irrespective of the people. You might assume that you are someone who procrastinates, so you can't get things done. Automatically, you're gonna manifest that. You might have a story about yourself that you can't keep money, you overspend. So that's also something that you might manifest. This is very specific to you. So all of these are just opinions that you have. These are just opinions. They are not facts. You are choosing these assumptions. And then you're literally telling that story, and then you're causing that story to manifest. You can change it instantly. Instantly, you can change that story. Say, well, I don't like this story. I'm going to change it. I'm not going to create this anymore in my life. I know that I've chosen this in the past, irrespective of how I came to adopt these assumptions, irrelevant. I am now choosing to uphold something else. And you don't have to convince yourself of that. You just say, I am that person who is chased by money. Money is always accumulating versus I am always overspending and money is going out. Money always comes into me, or I always get things done. I am that person who gets things done, for the procrastinator. Or I am that woman who is always chosen and committed to. I am that person whose partners are always loyal to. I am that person who is committed to, loved, cherished, and committed to. So you get my drift. You're changing the story, and you don't have to believe it. You say, this is my intention, this is the new story that I'm claiming, and that is what I'm going to manifest. Even when it comes to circumstances in general, you can say, I always see evidence of men being faithful to their partners. I always see evidence of women who want their partners just for them because they love them. You can't even change your assumptions about circumstances in general so that you see more of that. And even if you don't see all of that, you're able to uphold it, and then you will start to manifest your own personal experience that may be different than what other people are manifesting. So ultimately, it is all your assumption. Assumptions are choices. You are choosing them. What you assume, you choose. Remember that. What you assume, you choose. So you want to always remember that I have the power and the ability to change the story, to change the assumption, to choose something new. Even if my past said the complete opposite, even if the world is showing the complete opposite, I choose that now, and your reality will start to show that to you. You don't have to convince yourself. You don't have to involve your conscious mind in believing it at this stage. You just claim it, You choose it, you can affirm for it, so it becomes a dominant subconscious assumption, and then with time, your conscious mind will start to believe that. But even before you do that, just claiming that new assumption, you will start seeing the mirror back very, very fast. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.